Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about that wish list when you're house hunting. Not all homes are created equal, right? At least not when it comes to you and your family. From the school district to the acreage, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, there's bound to be so many items that are important to you. House hunting is exciting, but it can be daunting to wade through all the options that are out there to find your dream home. So as you begin your search, you'll soon realize that you may have to settle for less than perfection, right? That's where this wish list comes in handy. So a wish list helps you to narrow down your search and keeps you on track so that you can find homes that include the characteristics that are really, really important to your family. Whether you're buying a new home or building a house from scratch, it's important to know what your priorities are. So here's how to create your house hunting must-haves checklist so that you can find the home of your dreams. One, get organized. Searching for a new home is a thrilling process. You get to imagine a new life in a new place with new possibilities, but can also be quite stressful. Depending on where you live, there are bound to be tons of options out there. Home buying wish list helps you organize your thoughts so you can know exactly what's really, really important to you. So your wish list could be as scientific as a spreadsheet. We talked about that, or as casual as a napkin with some ideas jotted down. First, have an honest conversation with your family and then make a list of everything you want, big or small. Break down your must haves, right? So there's must haves, like if you've got kids, you really may want good schools and would love to have maybe as a pool. You could say, okay, I could go without the pool, but I've got to have a really good school for my kids. So that's the difference between the must haves and the would love to haves. Okay, so while it would be nice to find a home that meets every criterion on your list, it's not always realistic. With each must have on your wish list, ask yourself, am I willing to compromise on this? Not every item's going to be absolutely needed. It may be helpful to break down your desires into 3 columns: top priorities, features you can't do without; wants. Those are amenities that aren't must haves, but they definitely factor into your decision making process. Wishes. And these are things that would help you to choose if you're weighing between a couple different options. So this list will ensure that you don't waste time looking at homes that don't meet your family's requirements. Number 3, be reasonable with your top priorities. Dividing up your wish list into top priorities, wants, and wishes will help you find a home that works best for what you need right now. Your top priorities should be those items you're not willing to compromise on. Then narrow your top priorities down to 3 to 5 features you can't do without. You may not get everything you want or wish for, but you should find just what you need. Number 4, focus on factors that can't easily change. Let's think about this. So how do you know what to include on your top priorities list? What features can be delegated to wants or wishes? Your top requirements should focus on those aspects of the home or property that can't easily be changed, like location. You're not going to be able to pick up that house and move it. So the longer you live in your home, the more it transforms into exactly what you want. So there are things you can change: the paint color, the flooring, what's going on in the yard. You can do all kinds of landscaping and stuff like that. These are things that can change. Over the years, you'll be able to change out the flooring, tear down the walls, create a new floor plan, or even add an additional room if you're feeling ambitious. But other characteristics are more difficult to change no matter how long you live there, including the square footage. It's expensive to add a giant addition or even a small addition onto a house. You may not even have room or the permits to be able to add an addition. So that square footage, you may be kind of stuck with that. Maybe not. The size of the backyard, right? You're not going to just like make more land appear. The neighbor's acreage may come for sale next door or in the back, but can't bank on that, right? A solid foundation, that's really, really important. Number of bedrooms and bathrooms, pretty much locked into that, and storage space. Number 5, consider location. Theoretically, you could tear down the house that's currently on the property and build your dream home from scratch, right? However, there's one wrench in the plan you need to consider. You cannot change your home's location. That is why a home location ends up being on the top of most everyone's top priority list. Location means different things to different people. Could be a neighborhood you've always wanted to live in, a particular school district you want for your kids, easy commute from work, good crime record, a safety record, near parks or open land, dog friendly with lots of sidewalks, easy access to the freeway. 6, remember your price range. You may find the perfect home that meets every want, wish, and desire on your checklist, but if you can't afford it, then it's a no-go, right? Price is the ultimate deal breaker. Whether you've used an online calculator to figure out your home budget or you've gotten pre-approved for a home loan, which I highly recommend, you probably have a decent idea of what you can afford. If your budget cap's $250,000, and there's no point touring $1 million home, right? Number 7, talk to a house hunting professional. So once you've got your checklist organized, you can use these priorities to set clear parameters with a real estate agent or home builder. You can also, obviously, there's all kinds of online services now like Zillow and Realtor.com and so forth. You can, and they have filters as well that you can put in there, and they really, really can narrow down, how much acreage, pool or no pool, all kinds of fun things you can do to really, really narrow down that, those parameters when you're looking online. And there's also almost every county has what's called a multiple listing system. And so that's another thing in addition to the Zillows and the Realtors.com. There's a multiple listing where all the houses for sale, if they're for sale by a realtor, have to be listed there. And so that's another thing a realtor can help you with, or you can just Google it. So multiple listing service in your area. Your house hunting checklist will ensure you won't waste time touring homes that are bound to come up short. You can then use your criteria to narrow your options and find the home you've always wanted. So simplify the house hunting process with certain builders. They can really, really help you to choose those features that are truly important to you in a community where you can afford plans. I like to pray for wisdom and discernment. I don't know where you stand on that, but for sure, that's what helps me. Don't rush into buying a house because it's what you think you're supposed to do. Don't do it because it's going to impress your friends or you're going to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Take the time to weigh the pros and cons, do your research, and make the choice that's best for you guys. You don't know me yet, but my name's Cindy Fessler, and Chris Parrish, who is the loan officer that I work with. We want to help you to make the best decision. We're going to help you to figure out what it is exactly that you can afford so you're not stressed, so that you don't have to make a tremendous amount of sacrifices to have your dream of homeownership become a reality. So there's information in the description box below. And if you're watching this video from your TV and you can't see that description box, you can go ahead and scan this little QR code. Just take your phone and take a picture of that QR code that you see right there. That will take you to Chris's calendar where you can schedule a time with him. And you'll also see his phone number. You can text him, you can call him, reach out to him, talk to him, see what you can afford. Let him especially help you with making this happen, guys. That's what we're here for. We don't want to talk you into it. We've been doing this a long time. He and I have both been in the business over 20 years. We've got 40 years of combined experience in all the different aspects of this industry. And so we can help you to make that happen. We can recommend real estate agents to you. And no matter where you are in the country, hey guys, we're in 46 states. And that is also listed in the little description there. So we're in all but just a handful of states. So we can help you out. So love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned. There's going to be so much more information down the line.